What's up, everyone? It's Otaku Tavern back at you with another video. It's been a little bit since I streamed, so I apologize. Had some things going on. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell notification so that you do not miss a video. And or don't, it's whatever. Anyway, let's get into this. So something I want to talk about today or tonight, so to say. Hope everybody's having a good night or day where you're at, by the way. I want to talk about gamers. And I'm wanting to talk about a certain type of gamer, so to say. And these types of gamers that I'm going to be talking about, honestly, are literally just... I don't understand this mindset whatsoever of this type of thinking. And we're going to discuss a lot in this video. Now, this video very well may relate to things you have experienced personally. I know that I've experienced these things, so that's why I'm speaking on this now. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. And the first thing I want to say is, you know, you say you meet someone, meet this gamer, and, you know, I've been on, like, sites like Gamer Tree, whatever it's called, Discord, you know, all this other stuff, like, for gamers, apparently, to meet people. It's all, you know, really the same stuff. Like, you gotta be a certain type of person. You know, we'll get into this. So, the first thing I want to go on is you really get these types of gamers that will seem really cool in the beginning, and when you really get to kind of talk with these people, ask them what they're looking for, right? Kind of see what they're looking for, you know, what their vibe is, you know, all this stuff, right? And a lot of times you will notice that with a lot of these gamers, they're not necessarily looking for, like, good friends, so to say. A lot of them, you know, look for someone who will help them trophy hunt, or someone who may help them with an achievement award, right? And then once you've done that, they ghost you, right? You don't talk to them. And I've had this happen many of times. So an example I would like to give is, there was this guy I knew, his name was Cody, and I knew him off of PlayStation, right? Well, anyway, back when I used to play Dead by Daylight, right? You know, I would help this guy do whatever. Like, he's like, hey, you know, he's like at 30, 40 something percent, like, trophy-wise on Dead by Daylight, right? He said, hey, you think you could help me platinum this game? And I was like, yeah, sure, I guess. You know, because at first I thought, you know, he was gonna be a good friend. Well, so I helped this guy platinum Dead by Daylight, right? And by the way, I'm not talking like all the. I'm talking about without all the DLC trophies. By the way, he wanted me to help him with that too. But anyway, I helped him with this. After that, I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, you know, you want to kind of you down to play again, bro?" I never heard from this guy again. Never. Guy actually deleted me. You know, because he was done. Because I already helped him do what he was looking for a transactional friendship to where he could just use someone to get freaking trophies, right? And this goes on a lot in the gaming sphere, like, you know, on Xbox, PlayStation. It goes on a lot. You know, people will, you know, act friendly with you just so you'll help them, you know, get these achievements, these trophies or whatever that doesn't really amount to anything, I don't reckon. I mean, technically. Like, it doesn't affect the gameplay whatsoever if you don't platinum these games or whatever. But, like, yeah, anyway, so I helped this guy platinum Dead by Daylight at the time, back when I used to play this crappy game, but, anyway, funny thing about this is I've never done this. You know, I've never been, hey, can you help me platinum such and such? Like, I just do it myself if that's what I'm gonna do. Like, if that's what I was gonna do, I would, you know, I could just, if it's like online trophies, just play with randoms, bro. If that's how it's gonna be, if you're just gonna use someone, just kind of play with randoms. I mean, that would make a lot more sense to do than just kind of fake and be fake and, you know, act like you're looking for like a buddy or something to kind of chat, chill down with, you know, and, you know, be friends with and stuff, right? But, like, yeah, you know, it's honestly very pathetic. It's very toxic. But yes, people will use you. A lot of people will try to use you to get achievements and trophies, for like online trophies, right? Say a trophy that's like get, I don't know, get 50 combos in online versus mode, right? So what they'll do is they'll just kind of want to have you stand there. That way you can kind of help them out and such and all that. It's like, you know, people are so lazy to work on stuff like this too. Like, they don't want to challenge. Like, you know, it's like they will also like ruin an entire match too. I can't tell you how many times I've had this happen on different types of games, man, to where they'll try to ruin a match online just for clicks. They're streaming or whatever, you know, just to get some clout, you know, and they're like, oh, hey, look, I ruined this match with these other people. It's like, yeah, that's not an achievement, man. It takes a real crazy person to, or a really toxic person to want to do some type of crap like that. Like, you know, and the thing is too is like gaming online, that's kind of why I don't really game a lot online, because it's just so damn toxic, right? Like, you know, it's not like the, you know, couch co-op, right? Like, couch co-op, in my opinion, will be the best co-op you could ever do, because the thing is couch co-op, you get connection. You get real genuine friendship, connection, and you know, vibes and stuff. Now with online, on the other hand, I'm not saying you can't get this. I'm just saying it's going to be less likely that you're going to find what it is you're looking for because of all of these toxic individuals, right? Now, I have a person that I like, two people actually that I play online with, but, and you know, they're not like that. But, you know, it's just like, I don't think it's ever going to change. I really don't. And, because if it was ever going to change, yeah, I haven't played Gundam on stream yet, but yeah, like, yeah, it's, yeah, you kind of sit here and ask yourself, like, why, what is even the point of this? Because if you're going to play online, kind of seems like you would want to get a connection, you know? Be a decent human being. Hey, how's it going? But no, as a matter of fact, you see the opposite of this, because another thing too is, like, you'll try to get, like, play games with people, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'll buy the game. And like, you know, you'll see that when they buy the game, they don't even play it with you. Like, at all, man. Like, they really don't. And it's like, you know, what the hell was the point of all of that? Because, I mean, you just kind of wasted money, bro. Like, these people are even willing to waste money to be fake. Like, it's really, really weird. It's really weird behavior, man. Like, because if you're going to kind of act that way, it's like, yeah, I don't think we're really going to really click, so to say, you know, like, you know, and the thing is, like, you know, like I said, it all starts with you meet somebody, oh, you got a shared game. It could be whatever, right? I mean, for me, it would be obviously Otaku games, but, like, you know, say, like, so I've met, like, a couple of people, right, that are like, oh, hey, I'll play Sparking Zero with you, right? Well, none of them have played. None of them have played, and to be honest with you, I don't even have them, like, on my friends list on Discord or anything anymore, because there's absolutely no point to have people like this on your friends list. It's absolutely worthless, because if you're not going to speak with them and do things with them, you know, and they're saying, oh, they're going to, but yet they don't, that's a red flag. I'm going to tell you now, that is a red flag. And I have one friend I play Sparking Zero with, but I have another friend who's like, oh, I'll play Sparking Zero, but we haven't played it yet. We play some other stuff, but it's just like, you know, a lot of these people have really no intention of really playing anything with you. Like, if that's what you're looking for. Now, if you just want to kind of just sit and talk in the chat about whatever games you're playing, don't necessarily have to be online, that's one thing. That's totally different. I'm not necessarily talking about that in this video, but I'm talking about people in the online gaming community, right? That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of these people too, you know, they will do the most toxic, stupid stuff in these games. And it's like, you know, say like Dead by Daylight, right? Like, a lot of them would spam like, I think it's like R2 to crouch. I don't even remember, I ain't played that damn game in so long. But basically the reason they were doing this is so they could teabag you, right? And it's like, you know, this is just completely pointless. It's dumb. It's very toxic. You know, a lot of times people get really toxic in the chat. You know, when you know, try to really just play these games with these people, and it turns into an absolute nightmare. And it's like, I wouldn't want to even play with these people anymore because there's no point. Like, you know, yeah, the thing is when you find someone like this who you think's gonna play, you gotta share games and so you're like, oh man, I finally found someone. You know, you're thinking that, right? Nah, man, don't think that, dude. If something's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. You know, like, it's like, you know, like another thing too is like a lot of these people, you know, in the online, like when they're doing the online, they don't want the connection. They just want to use you for trophies or whatever it is. They don't want to really have a connection with you or actually care about you as a human being and a person, right? And this is one reason, sorry, that I just really hate online gaming. I mean, most of the time, like if I'm playing something like Dragon Ball Breakers or, you know, say something that has like an online mode, like Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. I play these games. If you have to do it on an online server, that's understandable. But I literally play these games by myself. No one helps me, and I don't help anyone else. Like, you know, it pretty much goes both ways. Like, it's just every man for themselves kind of thing in the online gaming community a lot. Like, now I've had like some caught like good things to where they're like, oh, you know, they'll help and such, but really they're just like helping just to win. It's like when they don't win, they get real mad. Oh, dude, you could have done this, this, and this. It's like, bro, like, we don't have to win every dang round, man. You know, like, if when it comes to that, bro, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, winning's good and all, but, like, when you're, like, getting all angry and stuff, like, at people who are, like, supposed to be your buddies, just because you, like, lost the match with them, bro, like, this is really ridiculous, man. But yes, I have been through this time and time and time again, y'all. Like, I really have. And it's like, you know, they'll ask for like help with a tough trophy. We live and we learn. Yeah. You know, like, they ask for like help with a tough trophy or a grindy achievement. Maybe it could be a hard carry. You know, because you probably could be a good person if you want to help. You know, you just kind of want to build a bond, you know, so you will put in the time and effort to help you get them, you know, and for them to get them too. And, well, you know, the second the platinum pops up, poof, they're gone. Like the Fairly Odd Parents, bro. Like, you know, like the two little fairy things, and I can't remember what they're called. I ain't watched the show in a long time, but yeah, they're gone. Poof, like that. Once it pops up, they disappear from the lobby, don't reply to invites, they don't reply to messages. They become a ghost on your friends list, if that is, they keep you on the friends list. They might just even just remove you. Point blank period, right? And it's like, you know, this is a very, very harsh reality that we're currently facing. Cosmo and Wanda, but yeah, it's been so long since I've watched that. But yeah, that's exactly what it boils down to. And you know, like, I hate that too, man, because you try to build like rapport with someone, and it's like they show no effort too. Like, they show no effort, nothing. It's all completely transactional, every bit of it. So like, if a person asks you this, and they're you know, if it's not someone you've been talking to a long while, say no. Seriously, just say no. Don't do it, because it's just not going to do any good. I mean, you're not going to get the connection that you're looking for. They're just going to ghost you. Now, if you, my honest opinion, if you're going to play a game with someone, I think you should chat with this person a while. Many chats, man. Many chat. I'm not talking about text chat. I'm talking about, you know, if you're in voice, you need to be doing quite a bit of voice chats before you agree to even help this person, because, you know, this right here will tell you that if they're serious or not. And what I mean by this is, I don't mean like 1 to 2 or 3 chats. You know, because nobody is going to join, like, say, 20 chats just to get you to give them the achievement, unless they have absolutely nobody and are extremely desperate. The majority of people, though, will stop way before 20, right? Just given like an estimate number, right? You know, they treat you kind of like a backup plan, right? Like they, you know, it's like another thing too is when these people, you know, say when their squad comes online, right? You know, their big buddies and stuff, bro, you're done. Like, they completely disappear, bro. And they go off with whoever, you know, now that they're online, you know. They were only doing it because, oh, well, their buddies wasn't online, right? And you see this happen a lot, because I see people complain about it all the time. But I've personally had this happen, and it's really brutal too. Like, you know, because you might want somebody to, you know, kind of level the playing field to play with. That's like this one guy, right? This one guy I was playing with on Xenoverse 2, right? Like, I made an absolute clown of him. You know, so there's this like raid mode that you can get on to where like you can, like, one player like is a super villain, and then there's like several other people that go against this super villain. Like, it's an online thing, right? Well, I was playing as Mira Final Form, right? Loved to play as him. And this guy thought, oh, well, I'm going to try to block spam. And then he tried to ruin the match after he seen that wouldn't work. And so there's like this move that he can do to where he hits like everybody like in the entire map, right? And I did completely out. Once I message, and it was like, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about too. Like a lot of them too, they'll send you like really hateful messages. Like these people honestly need banned, to be honest. But you know, they'll send like very, very rude messages to you, which is really unacceptable. And you know, I've seen a lot of bad stuff been said in those kinds of environments, and it's like it's pretty brutal, man. But I mean, it just goes to show that you just really can't trust anyone, man. You really honestly can't. Really, and like another thing too is like you're just a second tier option, bro. Like you're not really in the clique, man. Like, you know, you're just a little errand boy, bro. That's actually what I'm gonna call it. You're just an errand boy, helping someone get a trophy that couldn't give two squats about you, right? And it's like, I hate that too, man. Like, 'cause it's really, it just really shouldn't be that way, man. Like, it really. But sadly, it is that way. I mean, but there's not really anything that can be done. But you know, they also like treat you like a placeholder too, man. It's like that kind of stuff right there, man. That's just really, really crazy, man. Like it just goes to show that not only can you not trust anyone, but you also can't even find good, decent people to just kind of chill with, man, connect with. Because a lot of times people just don't want to connect, bro. They don't. You know, it's like people are very self-centered. And not only that, but you know, I'll tell you another thing too. Like, say if you don't like do a certain like task within like an online match, like a lot of times these people will get mad at you, they'll defriend you. And it's like that right there, man. That's just it just is really pathetic, bro. Like, it honestly really is. And I mean, I don't get people like that. I really don't, man. Like, because like these types of people don't really deserve any of your energy, man. You know, they don't like deserve your time, gaming skills. Oh, it's more than that. Like, I'm about to get into more. You know, like, going back on the whole thing with the connection, you know, like, couch co-op, man, like, y'all is, you just can't beat that. You really can't beat it, because unless you can find a very, very good friend online, man, that will play stuff with you, then couch co-op it is. Split screen it is, or whatever you want to do, or 2 different consoles in the same room, whatever, man. Like, you know, and that brings me to my next point, like, going back to what I was talking about earlier, like, you know, these people, they have these games, but yet they won't play them with you, or they will, you like, say you're like, oh, dude, you gotta get this game. You gotta get this game, it's so good. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get it. And it's like, they never play it with you, bro. I've had so many people do this. Like, it's not even funny. You know, like, different games, whether it's Sparking Zero, whether it's freaking whatever game it is, bro, that's got some online to it, and it'd be like, nah, bro, they'll get it, but they don't play it with you. And it's like, I don't understand that. Like, why waste money if you don't have really any intentions of playing it with them? I mean, I think that is, I think it's just ridiculous, but, I mean, oh, I'm underleveled for that, ain't I? Yes. But, like, yeah, a lot of people just don't, how do I say this? Like, they have no intentions of playing this type of stuff with an individual. I saw that on Twitter too, buying games just to play with friends once. Yes, exactly. If you even reach once, if you even reach that. Like, that is so pathetic of a human being to do. Like, it just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, why would you go out and waste this money, first off? Why would you be toxic and lie about it? Like I mentioned before, so with the whole thing with like Sparking Zero, I've had people on Discord say they're going to play it. Bro, none of these people I'm friends with on Discord no more, because they did not play like they claimed. You know, and it wasn't just Sparking Zero. You know, there was other games. It's like, you know, you gotta find a certain type of friend, right? Like, now, my best friend, I can be like, hey, yo, or she can be like, hey, you know, you wanna hit it up on this game? Yeah, let's do it. And, you know, it doesn't matter the game, bro. But not only that, man, but like, a lot of these people when stuff, pay attention to their actions. Because if their actions are not showing, like also too is like, you know, it's kind of like a fake humble beggar. They may come into your lobby or whatever, your party. Oh, I want to hang out, you know, like they just want to hang out and play casually. But the entire, you know, conversational strategy is basically to find ways to drop how high their rank is, how many, like, rare items they have, how easily they beat a boss that, you know, you might be taking your time with. Like, or, you know, how they can get you to help them get the trophies they want. Right? And, you know, that also goes into, like, the rage quitting I talked about earlier. You know, you're just, another thing, too, is a lot of these people, when you're being used by them, you're nothing but a backseat gamer. You know, you're just a microtransaction is all you are. You know, they will spend time in the entire match dead, right? You know, could be spectating your screen, screaming instructions down the mic. You know, they blame you for every loss. You know, but the second you pull off a massive, like, clutch or, you know, like a good thing, they try to take all the credit or just stay dead quiet. Had that happen so many times. Like every time I try to do, like I'll do the win the match literally, they'll try to take the credit. I've had that happen many times. Like, and it's like, you know, it's really toxic, man. It's really weird. You know, a lot of these people are chasing clout too. You know, they're really chasing clout, and it just goes to show, man, that these people, they do not have your best interest, man. They're not what you're looking for. They're not going to be a good friend to you. None of that, right? So, but yeah, if you've encountered any of these people, make sure to delete them. Make sure you delete everybody that's like this, because these people are just nuisances. They're just gonna drop you anyway. So you gotta drop them before they drop you. Now, because you don't need to be getting hurt and upset over people that just do not care, right? You don't need to be doing that, and that's my advice, is to not put up with this, call it out for what it is, you know. And one more thing I want to mention before I end this video is about the damage thing. Now, I'm going to use Genshin Impact for this. Now, me personally, I'm not the type of person that wants to do 1,000,000 damage or whatever and just take bosses down in like 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, sure, that's fine and all if you're like trying to get someone to help you get items, and it could kind of speed things up a little bit. But like me personally, I just prefer to take my time with the bosses, unless that I'm like really just wanting to just go ahead and grind up this character. And I could call like a buddy or something, hey, come help me kill this boss real quick. But a lot of the times I do them bosses by myself. Like, I mean, it just... It's just wild. And then, like, when you don't do that much damage, they will get, like, aggravated at you. Oh, wow, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's like, nah, bro, you need to leave me alone and let me play the game how I want. I'll do it what I want. I will put what stuff I want on my characters what I want. And I could care less what you or anybody else says. But anyway, y'all, that's been it for another video. It's a crazy world we live in, and tomorrow I got a very good topic I'm cooking up, very good video. Didn't want to spend a lot of time on this one, obviously. Gonna make this one relatively short. Yeah, like, don't listen to these people, obviously. Just forget them. But yeah, anyway, hope you all like the video. Like and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you all next time. Peace.